and welcome back to South Podcast, the podcast where we talk about all things mental health. Today we're going to be talking about adjustment to college. It's a pretty big transition in your life, and sometimes it can be difficult for students to really find their way in college without their primary support systems, or maybe you move far away from home and the lack of familiarity is really shocking. Beyond that, the academic stress or anxiety of social life and just really all things that come with adjusting. Well, adjustment's normal in life. However, this is probably your first really massive life changing uh, adjustment. For some, maybe you've moved schools before. For some, this might be your first time ever moving schools. Some, maybe you've moved a town over, or maybe you've just moved states away, and that's a completely different change from maybe you live somewhere in the Midwest or the North or even the West Coast. And the South is different, especially here at South. While we strive to build a really healthy environment for our students, sometimes it can still be really, really hard, even for those who are from the areas. So today we'll be talking about just some difficulties that come along with adjusting to life in college and things that maybe you can do to build your support system, manage your time a little bit better, and the academic stress that comes along with college, or dealing with homesickness and really finding your people in college. Anyway, we'll get into it.
All right, so now we're going to take a second and talk about something that will hopefully help make your transition to college a lot easier and hopefully help you guys feel a little bit less stressed: time management. So I know that's something that we all hear all the time and we probably all feel like we could be better at. But the goal here is we're not trying to cram as much as we can into a day. What we're trying to do is spend time in a way that really aligns with your priorities. We don't want you to constantly feel like you're playing catch up. We want you to feel like you're actually enjoying yourself and living your life, right? So I have 5 tips for you guys. So the first one is starting with awareness. So how can we improve on our day if we don't actually know how we're spending it? We have to know where our time is going. So to start this for 1 week, try to track your activities, track your classes, track your study sessions, even your Netflix binges. Just try to be aware of where your time is going. A lot of us feel like, oh my gosh, it's going to take 2 hours to study for this test I have coming up. But then when you look back and you're honest with yourself, you really only studied for like 45 minutes and the rest of the time might have been TikTok. So let's start by building some awareness of that. Number 2, protect your priorities. So for this, I recommend what we call the Eisenhower Matrix. Basically, this is just a bunch of boxes. So you've got 4 boxes. You've got the urgent and important box. These are the things you need to do first. Don't have a choice. We got to get them done, right? The second box is the important, but it's not urgent. These are the things that you schedule out. So this is like when you study, when you do self-care, that kind of thing. The third box is urgent, but not really important. So these are the things that you can delegate to friends, do them really fast, get help with, that sort of thing. And then last, neither. So these are the things that if you feel like you're really crammed that week, these are the things that you can easily drop off of your schedule and come back to next time. Remember, time management is not just about productivity, it's about your mental bandwidth. What we're trying to do is limit the amount of time that you spend on non-priority tasks, because if you're spending a lot of time on that and not balancing yourself out, you're going to feel really wore out when you do have that tough week that you feel like you have a lot of priorities to get to. Now, third tip, time blocking. So this is where we get the old-fashioned schedule out, and instead of just having this to-do list that stares at you all day and looms over you and makes you feel crazy stressed out, you're actually going to block out specific chunks of your day for different activities. So like these are class blocks, these are study blocks, these are my relaxing, hanging out with friend blocks, whatever works for you, right? The idea is that psychology tells us that if we already have time set aside for an activity, we're more likely to do it. All right, then for step 4, we all know the worst thing about time management: procrastination. So for this, I use the 2-minute rule. Basically, if anything takes you less than 2 minutes, just do it. Don't even bother putting it in the schedule. Don't put it on the list. So things like sending that email, responding to the text message, setting up that doctor's appointment, that stuff you can knock out so fast, may as well not even stress yourself out over it, right? And then last, but honestly most important, step 5, guarding your recharge time. So by that, I mean self-care. This is a scheduled task, and it's every bit as important as your classes, as your study time, as that time you spend writing your essay. You need to take rest and self-care every bit as seriously as everything else. Everything that we know about psychology, and especially mindfulness, teaches us that regular intentional breaks actually improve your ability to concentrate and make your problem solving better. So you're actually able to participate more in class, get more done on that paper, and feel a little bit more relaxed while you do it. So to wrap things up, when you're thinking about time management, it's not just about getting things done. What you're trying to do is make space for what really matters.
Building your support system while adjusting to college at the University of South Alabama. Starting college is an exciting time, but it can also bring challenges as you navigate a new academic expectations, social settings, and your independence. At South, you don't have to be alone. Building a strong support system can help you feel connected, confident, and ready to thrive. Reaching out when you're on campus is very important. Resources that are available to students include counseling and wellness support. University Counseling and Wellness Center offers confidential counseling, workshops, and wellness resources to help you manage stress, adjust to campus life, and work through personal challenges. Faculty and academic advisors. Your professors and academic advisors are here to guide your academic journey. Don't hesitate to attend college office hours that are offered to you through your professors, or scheduling academic appointments, resident assistants, RAs, and housing staff. If you live on campus, your RA and housing staff can help you navigate the community of living as well as connect you with other resources. Getting connected on campus through student organizations. South has over 200 plus student clubs, organizations, and honor societies to meet people who share your interests and passions. Jaguar Productions and campus events. Attend social and cultural and as well as recreational events to make friends and find a sense of belonging while exploring the campus community. Peer mentoring and support programs. There are peer mentoring and support programs on campus. For freshmen, it's a great idea to get paired with a peer mentor through programs like First Year Experience to help you navigate your first semesters at South. And for upperclassmen, you do have other peer mentoring and support services that are available to you. Using social media to stay connected. Use of social media to stay informed on campus. Follow campus organizations, academic departments, and student life accounts on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok to get real-time updates on events, volunteer opportunity, and resources on campus. Many groups post meeting reminders, highlight member spotlights, and share ways to get involved, making it easier to connect with other students on campus. For mental health services on campus, it's important for you to know when to seek mental health support at University Counseling and Wellness Center. When you're feeling persistently sad, anxious, or overwhelmed, struggling with the transition to college life, or feeling homesick, experiencing challenges in your sleep, appetite, or energy that affect your daily life, having difficulty focusing, studying, or keeping up academically due to stress, coping with relationship challenges, grief, or family concerns, navigating the aftermath of a traumatic event such as sexual assault or harassment, feeling isolated or disconnected while on campus, having thoughts of harming yourself or others is something that you immediately need to seek attention for on campus. Building support on campus matters. Students who actively build and maintain a support system are more likely to be persistent in their studies, feel a sense of belonging, and experience better overall well being. At South, you have success when you build a network of people who want to see you succeed. And on campus, you will find these networks because the goal is for everyone to see you be successful as you navigate your academic, social, and personal journey on campus.
So once you've started to settle in a little bit on campus, one of the best things you can do for your adjustment is getting involved, finding your community. There are a few ways to begin getting involved with campus activities. One of the first things is to start small, right? You don't have to attend every single event, though we do have a lot of events going on. So things like club fairs or even dorm activities, checking out the rec center. Just going and being around other people is a great first step. Another thing is following your interests. If you're interested in something, chances are we have a club for that. All you have to do is check out the student involvement web page, and you can see tons of student organizations, student clubs listed there. And if you don't find something that piques your interest, you can always start a club if you feel inclined. Trying something new. So, college is a good time to do something you've always wanted to do, not only following your interests, but taking a free rec center class, going to a meeting with a club that might pique your interest but you've never done before. um, Additionally, you're able to seek out campus jobs or volunteer around campus. So we have a thing called Accelerate South where you can check out all campus jobs. Most of them are work studies. You could also check out any volunteer opportunities there, especially if you need hours for a certain academic requirement. And of course, you got to push past the awkwardness. It's totally normal to feel awkward. Chances are everybody else is feeling the same way too. One of the best things you could do is introduce yourself first. So, getting involved doesn't mean you have to be busy all the time, but just as Alyssa mentioned, it can really help you start to feel like you belong here on campus.
University Counseling and Wellness Center offers free, confidential, and non-judgmental support for all USA students. Taking the first step towards help is a sign of strength, and you don't have to wait until a crisis occurs to reach out.
If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and follow us for more tips.